Hey guys, in the previous video we saw what it took to damage, burn through, distort clear coat using the rotary and different pads. We saw what kind of different temperatures were achieved using different methods, pressures, holding it in one spot for a period of time. So you kind of got an idea of what it takes to actually damage and burn through the clear coat. And it took quite a lot. You really have to have no common sense whatsoever to burn through. So when you see damage on clear coat, that's through the clear coat, burnt through or distorted, right? You can see what it took to do that, and it's nonsense. So this video here, we're going to take a look at the DA, what temperatures we can achieve, and what damage we can do with that. We have the same black Fender here in decent shape. We use this on the rotary. We're going to work on some different ridges on this one for the DA. We're just going to run the DA normally on a flat surface of this Fender here. Well, not normal as in the fact we don't have product, but just normal pressure, arm speed, and see what kind of temperature we start off with here. Speed is on the low setting. Slow, normal arm speed. All right, let's get a temperature reading here. And only went up about 10 degrees, not too bad. Same flat area, we're gonna ramp up the speed and put a little bit more pressure on this time. And checking here, we had a significant jump in temperature, 136. Going to do it one more time, full speed with a lot of pressure. And it had a huge spike again, up to 179. Keep in mind the whole pad is making contact with the panel. Now we're going to work on a ridge where the pad's just going to touch the tip of this ridge here. We're going to start off at a normal room temperature. Low speed, light pressure, and we're going to keep it in this area over the ridge. I want to see what kind of temperature this little area that the pad is making contact with can reach. Again, using no product. I don't want any kind of lubrication in between the pad and the surface for this experiment. I'm going to have the laser right on the tip of that ridge, right at that contour, and it's already at 113 degrees. No damage, burning through, or distortion at this point. I'm I'm going to move to a different area. This is going to be a sharper angle, so we're going to have a much steeper ridge to work on. See what kind of damage we can do here, starting off at 66 degrees. We're going to bump up the speed and put a little bit more pressure on this ridge and see what kind of damage we can do here. I apologize for the shoulder. I'm trying to bear down on this Fender here. This time the tip of the ridge reached 184 degrees, getting close to some serious temperatures here. Move over to a fresh area here, and we're going to start off at 71 degrees. We're going to use, we're going to bump up the speed and put tons of pressure on here. Did a short edit of my shoulder getting in the way again, but take a look at where the pad is. You're going to see a little bit of smoke. Take a look at that, guys. 267 degrees. Now, this does damage a bit differently than the rotary. It kind of moves around and distorts the clear right there. If I'll move the camera back and forth here, right there's the area. And for the last area, the last test here at 67 degrees, I'm going to hold the DA one spot until it either catches on fire or we burn through the fender. Maximum speed on the tool, and I'm putting down as much pressure as I can. Pay attention to the pad area because I could feel the heat coming up into my forearm. So there you go. We were pushing hard as hell down on that ridge, and the pad actually failed before we burned through the ridge of the panel. So that is the benefit of the DA. There's a little example of what some serious misuse can do to a panel with the DA. Hope you enjoyed. So there you go. The DA does get up to some pretty impressive high temperatures, but it does damage and distort and burn through clear coat a little bit differently than the rotary. So if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate. I do want to do another video using the microfiber cutting pads on the DA. I just used a foam pad, so that'll be coming out shortly. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you next time.